magkaka-live na kayo dyan. So it's preparing for broadcast. Hold on. Oh, yan. Okay. Sige, no? Okay, Don, you can actually get inside. You can share your screen now. You may just introduce yourself. I'm sorry, I really don't have much of an information on your side. Tell us about you, and so that we will also be able to know you as well. Okay, you can share your presentation now. Sir Don, we can't hear you. You may check your audio, sir. You try the external, sir. Not to use a headset if it's possible. You can use external na lang, sir. And yung ano na lang, yung walang headset. External yung mic ng. Are you using laptop ba or PC? Ganito, sir. Ganito ang gawin natin. May phone ka dyan. Your presentation would be on your PC, your audio would be on your phone. I-join mo rin mag-join ka rin sa phone. Doon ka mag-audio sa phone. You're gonna be using your presentation sa ano? You're using your PC for presentation, di ba? So if you're using your PC for presentation, yung cellphone mo, if may Zoom ka dyan, mag pumasok ka rin, mag-join ka rin. Tapos doon ka mag-audio sa cellphone mo. Tapos yung presentation mo doon sa PC mo.
I can't touch skin though. I can't watch. I can't touch skin because they'll die. Dude, I can't. That's too cool for me.
Silang relax lang, maayos lang yan, sir.
Yo.
You're using your phone as camera. So naka-OBS ka, sir? Now I understand. Yung ano mo, sir, yung audio mo naka-hook yan sa OBS kaya hindi siya lalabas dito sa Zoom. Cebu right now, guys, are in hard lockdown. So it is expected na no one can get in and no one can get out of Cebu. I think the governor has made some clearances. I think it would be effective. I don't know if it's today or tomorrow. So it's gonna be in a hard lockdown. There are already a lot of military troops in the area, and I've listened to the governor last night. So she's giving or she's allowing those people who wanted to go home to the province to really go home. And for those people that would be stuck in Cebu, they will be there in Cebu. No, they will not be allowed to go out, and as much people also will not be allowed to get in, except for those that are labeled to be frontliners talaga. So it's gonna be tough. No, it's gonna be tough for Cebu in the coming days. There was no number of days as to how long would the lockup last. So that's much more discouraging because nagiging indefinite na. So, siguro si Don, is okay na si Sir Don. Kasi nakikita ko na dito yung mic. So let's just pray, no? Let's just pray. Because what we have right now, it's an indefinite lockdown. There's no specific date, there's no time frame. So it will always depend on the
Mic
progression of... Yes, Sir Don.
mic check. Yes. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you na.
Ay,
That's great.
salamat.
That's
Thank
great.
you so
Great.
much. Sige.
Okay.
Really sorry to keep you waiting kasi we had an emergency meeting kanina ni Miss Danica.
It's okay,
Before
sir.
anything
No
else,
worries.
Sir Joe, paano ba to? Sir Joffrin?
Yes, yes, sir.
Sir Joe, lahat ba dito nakakaintindi ng Ilonggo o konti lang?
Um, hindi ko maano yung number, pero it would be best siguro if Tagalog na lang.
Alright, so I'll try to present on Taglish. Try ko lang.
Taglish,
Yeah, sige.
Taglish. Much better.
Sige po. Sige. Okay, before we start to the project details, let me give you some guidelines, some short guidelines lang po. If you guys have any questions during the presentation, can you just list it down? And then we'll have a portion for the question and answer right at the end of this presentation. Okay po ba?
Yes, sir.
Sige, before anything else, let me introduce myself. My name is Don Odango. I've been part of Megaworld Bacolod for 4 years. And then we launched the project or the township on June 2015. So as of now, we have 2 townships here in Bacolod. Okay. Before we go to the project details, let me give you a quick or brief background with regards to the company. Sige. So, Megaworld has been on this industry for 30 years. Just to clarify, Megaworld and Ayala is 2 different entities. Magkaiba po sila kasi yan po yung usual norm dito sa Bacolod. Akala nila Megaworld is part of Ayala or vice versa. Sige, Megaworld is different from Ayala. Since the very beginning, we pioneered the township concept. So that means every project of Megaworld is a township. What do we mean by township? It's a concept wherein it's like a city within a city concept na development. For example, just like here in Bacolod, Bacolod is a city, right? So since Megaworld entered the market of Bacolod, we built townships just like the Upper East and the North Hill Gateway. Those are the 2 townships of Bacolod. So what's inside the township? It's like a complete or integrated na live, work, play, learn, and shop concept. So in simple words, everything that we need within a development is within reach. Sige po. So, okay, I'll be discussing the Upper East. That's the second township of Megaworld. That's what we're currently promoting here in Bacolod. Sige, this one, as what you can see here in the screen, is just a facade or some angles of our development here in Bacolod. This one is actually a artist rendering, but once everything is finished na, it will make 95% of the development will look like this one. Sige. Now I'm showing you here the vicinity map of the whole Bacolod. So let me zoom in. As you can see, the white portion, the one that I'm tracing right now, is the developed area of Bacolod. And then this one, this green area is the 34-hectare development of Bacolod, which is the Upper East. This is our second township here in Bacolod. So as you can see, it's strategically located right in the heart of the urbanized area of Bacolod. Kumbaga, aside from having everything inside the township already, we're very accessible to existing developments or the old Bacolod. Sige. So the Upper East is a 34-hectare development which is inspired by the New York City's Upper East Side district. So that's why it is called the Upper East. So inside the 34-hectare development, we'll have BPO buildings. We'll have as well residential condominiums, mixed-use commercial centers, and then 35% of the 34-hectare development is dedicated for the recreational parks and open spaces. So as you can see, meron na tayong live, work, play, learn, and shop concept inside the township. As what you can see here on the screen, this one is the actual view or the actual Upper East Side of New York. So dito napapattern yung development natin dito sa Bacolod. And then once everything is finished na, inside our site, this will be the aerial view of the whole township. So most of the developments here are high-rise, mid to high-rise developments. Sige, now I'll be discussing the master development plan inside the township. As of now, hindi pa kompleto yung whole development. So every time we are going to unveil some details inside, we're going to launch it naman publicly. Sige. To start off, we have here 3 main entrances. First one is the back portion of Lopez East up to the back portion of Lopezina. So this road is called the Upper East Avenue, which has a span of 1 kilometer. So it's a 30 meters wide, 6 lanes Upper East Avenue with a span of 1 kilometer. The third entrance is right on the Burgos Avenue, which is around 12 meters with joggers lane and walkers lane. So 2 lanes lang po ito. Sige, just to give you a quick orientation para hindi kayo malito sa mga taga Bacolod, the NGC or the new government center is located right here kung saan yung mouse ko. Then fronting NGC is not the Upper East Township but the actual Villa Angela Splashtown Water Park. So magkatabi lang yung Splashtown Water Park and the Upper East Township. Sige. So the main entrance again is on the back portion of Lopez East and sa Lopezina, going inside Lopezina. So once we get inside the township, the first thing that we'll see on the right is the Lopez East Annex Mall. And then let me zoom in. Beside the Lopez East Annex Mall, actually this one is a 2,000 square meters parking area. This parking area has a capacity of 120 to 150 cars inside. And then on this side, this concept mall is the actual Grand Central Station inspired na mall. So let me change the page. This one is the actual Grand Central Station. Ito po yung mall natin inside the township, the second mall, which is this one on this side. And then on the left side of the concept mall, we have here again the service entrance. And then on the left side of the service entrance, we have here the proposed transport hub. The proposed transport hub, just like any other townships of Megaworld na present ito, it will cater the in and out transit of the residents and those who are trying to avail the transportation as well. So it's not free. It has a minimum fare of at least 10 pesos if you're going to use it inside the township. And then it's like a point-to-point schedule. For example, if you want to go to the airport, meron siyang schedule. If you want to go to the port, meron ding schedule. And then on the left side, the transport hub, meron tayong 300 meter span na open space or walk park. Fronting that walk park, we have here the Luxury Boutique Hotel, which I'll be discussing later on. On the right side of the Luxury Boutique Hotel and on the fronting the transport hub as well is our third mall, which is the Lifestyle Mall. So meron po tayong tatlong mall dito sa ating Upper East Township. Sige, going on the lower left corner, as you can see, I'm circling it now. It's called the proposed power substation. It's a 2,500 power substation or genset to power everything once there'll be a power outage or brownout. So once mag-brown out inside the township, automatically mag-change power tayo since we have here a power substation. So now going back here on our main entrance, on the first block, and when if you're going to turn left on the first block, the first thing that you'll notice here is the provision for the first condominium tower, which is 1 Regis. We launched this tower last August 2018, and then the first 212 units of this one was sold out for the first 8 days. So it's a record-breaking na time of selling. And then on the left side of that one, we have here the Casa de Emperador. In front of the Casa de Emperador is a Central Plaza, which is Central Park inspired. And then on the left side of the Casa de Emperador is the 2 Regis. Don't worry if going fast, we'll have a question and answer portion on the end of this presentation para ma-refresh ko kayo. And then on the back part of the township, on the bottom part, we have here the proposed church. So inside the township, we already have a church. And then on the back portion, beyond that, we have links of open spaces. From here, I'm tracing it now with my mouse up to this side. So almost the bottom portion of the township on our master development plan are links of open spaces. So Megaworld is going to develop this one like an esplanade, where on the right, you'll have a view of the dining areas and retail shops, and on the left, you'll have a view of the rehabilitated Lupit River. And then lastly, the roads inside ranges from 20 to 30 meters wide. So that's at least 4 lanes to 6 lanes. Sige. So moving on, I'll be discussing some of the township highlights. First, we have residential condominiums. As of now, we have launched 3 condominium towers. Then we have 1 state-of-the-art office, which is Casa de Emperador. Then we'll have various mixed-use towers inside the township. We have 1 hotel, which is the Luxury Boutique Hotel. We have 3 malls. Then we have commercial centers as well. We have 1 transport hub on the side of the Grand Central Station inspired the mall. And on the back portion, we'll have a church. And then 35% of the whole township is dedicated for the Green and Open Park Central Plaza. And then we have this 30 meters wide 6-lane Upper East Avenue as our main entrance. And then next, I'll be discussing the features of our township. First and foremost, the whole township is designed to be flood-free. The drainage and sewerage of the township is quite big. We have a provision of around 50 years for the drainage and sewerage. And then we'll have underground cabling system for power and utility lines. So that means there will be no spaghetti wires that will be on the side of the streets. So lahat nasa underground. And then another feature is LED and solar power street lights. So this feature is present to all townships of Megaworld. Lahat ng townships ni Megaworld naka LED and solar powered. So that means aside from having a bright light.
Forward.
Hello. Sige. Okay, going back sa presentation, we'll be utilizing the solar energy. So that means when it comes to power efficiency, we're very cost efficient kasi ginagamit natin yung solar power. And then next feature, we have the fiber optic technology. As we all know, fiber optic technology is the latest and the fastest type of technology when it comes to wireless connectivity, yung mga Wi-Fi data, and yung internet connection. Fifth feature is the drip irrigation system. So that's for the landscaping water reuse facilities natin. So that means when it comes to what efficiency naman sa water, hindi lahat nagagastos. Yung for example, we have the rainwater will be used for the landscaping, and then yung water use facilities, for example, yung sa shower, meron ding yung different drain system for that. And then next, we have biking network facilities. So as you have noticed, the width of the road networks natin ranges from 20 to 30 meters wide. So that's quite wide. So then the tendency of those bikers natin, they'll go fast. So just to keep them safe, we'll have a dedicated biking network for them. And then last feature, we have free public Wi-Fi in most part of our township. Okay, so next I'll be discussing the Luxury Boutique Hotel on the left side of the Lifestyle Mall. Sige. So this is the facade of the Luxury Boutique Hotel. So for those of you who have visited the area before, the old Bacolod Commercial Milling Company, this building that you can see on the screen right now is the old Araneta guest house. So the old Arantagas house is considered a heritage in Negros. So that means once it's a heritage, it's protected by the government of the Philippines. So okay, this portion is the heritage. So since it's protected by the government of the Philippines, we can't demolish the whole building. So what Megaworld is going to do is we're going to retrofit everything. So that means we're going to replace all old materials, but we're going to preserve the outside appearance. Aside from retrofitting, we're going to build 6 villas on the side. So this will be a new building on the side, on the right side. Sige. So inside the luxury boutique hotel, we'll have 48 spacious suites inside the 6 villas. And then we'll have all-day dining restaurant, cafe, courtyard, and swimming pool in between, as well as pool deck. On the side of the swimming pool, we'll have fitness center. And then on the left side of the hotel, we'll have lanai, Zavana bar, and one of the largest hotel ballroom in Negros, which can in-house 1,500 persons in a banquet setting. So that's quite big. Sige, I'll change my presentation since the next pages here are regarding 2 Regis, which is already sold out. So let me change. Okay. Sige. So now we'll be discussing the One Manhattan. So One Manhattan is the 3rd condominium tower inside the Upper East Township. So we just launched this one last May 15, 2020. So almost every year we're launching another tower. So it's called One Manhattan at One Regis. So just a review, One Regis is the first condominium tower inside the Upper East Township. So bakit tinatawag siya na one Manhattan at One Regis? That's because the unit owners of both towers, One Manhattan and One Regis, can access both amenities of both towers. So for example, if I'm a unit owner of One Regis, I can access the amenities of One Manhattan. And if I'm as well a unit owner of One Manhattan, I can access the amenities of One Regis. So they're typically connected. Both towers are typically connected, but hindi sila magkadikit yung dalawang building. Okay, so this one is the facade of One Manhattan. So let me zoom in first. So this is the front facing of the building. It's facing the Manhattan Street. That's why it is called One Manhattan. While on the back portion, as you can see, what I'm tracing right now, the translucent area is the area of One Regis. Ito po yung area ng One Regis. So magkadikit sila, almost magkadikit sila, but we have a separation of around at least 12 meters. Hindi sila magkadikit yung talagang building. Parang back to back lang sila. Sige. So the One Manhattan condominium tower has a facade inspiration of New York industrial style and New York cast iron theme. So just a review, the whole township is New York inspired. Kaya yung mga developments natin, yung mga state-of-the-art office and the condominiums are patterned on New York's Upper East Side District. Sige. Just a review again, this one is the vicinity map. Again, this is the developed area, yung binibilugan ko ngayon with my mouse. And then this is the 34-hectare development na Upper East Township. Sige. Just a review again with the master development plan. Again, this is the main entrance. Kung saan yung mouse ko ngayon, with the 1 kilometer span up to this area. So this area is an entrance as well. And then the Burgess Avenue. So the legend on the side are for your reference. Number 1 is the One Regis fronting the first Upper East Avenue, which is an office tower. And then on the left side of Casa de Emperador is the Two Regis facing the second office tower. And then number 3 is the Grand Central Station inspired the mall. Number 6 is the Luxury Boutique Hotel. So this one, I believe, this rendering is quite much clearer compared to the previous one. Sige. So now let me discuss the development summary of One Manhattan. So one Manhattan's total lot size of approximately 2,288 square meters. So that's almost a quarter of a hectare. Then we have 216 number of units. So medyo konti lang siya compared to the first two towers, since the cuts of the units inside are quite much bigger. And then we have 14 floors as the number of floors, but technically for the residential units, 11 lang. Kasi we don't have 4th floor and 13th floor due to some beliefs. And then 1 floor for the commercial area, which is on the ground floor. Okay, so next, this is the floor summary. We have on the bottom, basement 1 and 2. Basement 1 and 2 is for the parking area. So we have limited slots, which is only exclusive for unit owners that has a 66 square meters and up. On top of the basement 1 and 2, we have the ground floor area for the lobby and commercial area as well. And then next, on top of the ground floor starts the residential level up to the topmost floor, which is the 14th floor. And then on the second floor as well, it is located, it is where the amenities located. So it's called the amenity deck as well. Then on top of the building, we have the roof deck. Sige. So now I'll be discussing the unit mix and summary. So first, I'll be discussing the regular units. So we have 4 regular units, which is present to all condominium towers, not just limited in Bacolod. So the first regular unit is the studio unit with balcony. The floor area of that one is 28 square meters. We have 144 units on this tower, na studio unit. And then we have 2 variants. First and foremost, we have the 31.5 and the other variant is 33.5. The next regular unit is 1 bedroom. So meron tayong 2 different types of 1 bedroom. The other one has a balcony. So we have 2 variants for the 1 bedroom without balcony. We have the 36 and the other one is 47 square meters. Next, we have the 1 bedroom unit with balcony with 4 variants. The first one is the 44 square meters. That's the minimum cut. The next one is 50. The next is 50.5. And the largest 1 bedroom unit with balcony is the 51.5. The next, we have the 2 bedroom unit with balcony, which is isa lang po yan per floor. So it's currently actually located on the corner. So ipapakita ko later sa inyo yung actual layout ng per floor natin. Then next, I'll be discussing the loft type units. So aside from having the regular units, we have the loft type units. So all loft type units are 1 bedroom unit. Magkaiba lang kasi yung indication, some are garden unit, some are sky unit. So yung difference lang naman ng garden unit is that, and the sky unit is that garden units are located on the 2nd floor, while the sky units are located on the 14th floor, which is the topmost floor. And the next, we'll be discussing the 8 different types of bi-level units. So I'll be differentiating as well yung pinagkaiba ng bi-level, yung bi-level and loft type mamaya. So bi-level unit, so we have 1 bedroom bi-level na garden unit, which is located on the 2nd floor, and then 1 bedroom bi-level unit na sky unit, which is located on the 14th floor. We have as well 2 bedroom bi-level and 2 bedroom sky bi-level na sky unit without balcony. And then on this side, we have the with lanai and with balcony na sky and garden unit, and then 3 bedroom garden and sky unit with balcony. Sige. So I know that it's quite overwhelming since we have a 16 different type of units. So let me help you summarize everything. So again, the regular units, going back sa presentation, we have the studio, 1 bedroom with balcony, and 2 bedrooms unit with balcony. Those are the regular units. And then we have the loft type units. Every time we hear loft type, 1 bedroom lang yung yung available. Walang 2 bedroom, walang studio na loft type. So pag 1 bedroom, just to summarize, to simplify everything, pag garden unit, nasa 2nd floor. Yan yung tanda nyo. Pag garden unit nakita nyo, that's on the 2nd floor. Pag sky unit, that's on the 14th floor. Don't confuse yourself with the lanai and the balcony. Both of them are the same. Terminology lang yung pinagkaiba. Since kung nasa baba yung terasa, it's called lanay. Pag nasa taas, it's called balcony. But magkapareho lang yun. And then the same thing with the bi-level. Pag garden unit, nasa second floor. Pag sky unit, nasa 14th floor. Then the same with the balcony and lanay. Terminology lang yung pinagkaiba. Okay, now I'll be showing you here the typical floor layout for the second floor or the amenity deck. I will not be discussing the amenities since I have a different page for this one. But I'll be differentiating the loft type and bi-level. So focus on the screen. The green one is the loft type. The yellow one is the bi-level. So this one is the lower level of both units. So to differentiate them, let me change the page to the upper level of the units. Sige, so ito po yung yung upper level ng loft type and bi-level unit. So notice this one is the staircase going to the upper level for the loft type, and this one is the staircase going to the upper level of the bi-level unit. So as you can see, the open area on the side of the staircase on the loft type is quite big, comparing it to the bi-level. So that means the upper level of the loft type is much smaller compared to its lower level. Comparing it to the bi-level na yung lower and upper level nila is almost the same. So that's the only difference between loft type and bi-level, yung measurement ng kanilang ng upper level. Sa loft type, the upper level na floor area is much smaller. While on the bi-level, magkapareho lang, almost magkapareho yung nila, yung floor area ng lower and upper level. Sige. Next, I'm showing you here the typical floor layout for the 3rd to 11th floor. So, yung layout ng 3rd to 11th floor is the same lang. So, okay. We have 3 different type of units present on this level. We have the studio, the 1-bedroom, and the 2 bedrooms. So just like what I've said kanina, yung 2 bedrooms located on the corner, which is on the lower right corner ng layout natin ngayon. This one. And then most of our other corners are 1 bedroom. So Unit A, Unit Y, Unit I, and Unit J. And then as well as yung mga units na nasa palibot ng elevator, 1 bedroom din yan. And then the rest, units in between are studio units. The same with the 12th floor. Magkapareho lang pala yung layout nila. And then next, the 14th floor, meron ding loft and bi-level unit. So meron ding lower and the upper level yung 14th floor natin. So the same lang siya with the 2nd floor. Yung pinagkaiba lang naman is walang amenities dito. So present yung 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms, and 3 bedrooms. Wala tayong studio unit on the lower on the 14th floor or sky units. And then this one is the upper level. So now we are looking at the screen. Ito po yung unit highlights natin. So I think I'll not be discussing the unit highlights per unit kasi we have 16 units. So it's impossible to memorize everything. So my advice here is that since I'll be sending this presentation on the group chat provided on the messenger for your reference, every time you have a client they'll be asking what are the deliverables, you can screenshot this one and send it to them para mas madali na lang sa inyo kaysa you'll be memorizing 16 different types of units and then yung deliverables nila. So the bottom point here is that per unit or all units of Megaworld are finished. They're not bare finished sila. So that means some parts are semi-furnished, some parts are finish, meron ng finishing, just like the floor finishes, ganun. And then yung mga walls natin. So, hindi siya bare finish, hindi siya fully furnished. Nasa gitna lang. Yun yung mga unit highlights natin. So I'll be skipping this one. And if you want to see the differences, ito po, naka-indicate sa page na to, yung mga deliverables, magkaiba yung sa studio, sa 1BR, 2BR, by level, and the 3BR by levels. So again, just to simplify, para hindi kayo mahihirapan in your inquiries, we'll be providing the presentation for you to send it to your clients para mas madali na lang sa kanila. And then this one. So just imagine memorizing everything. This one, from studio to 3-bedroom by level. So it's quite impossible. Ma-memorize natin yung 16 different type units. So now I'll be discussing the typical residential features of One Manhattan. So what's the difference with the deliverables and the typical residential features? So as you can see, let me go back. Magkaiba yung per unit na deliverables, di ba? So magkaiba sa studio, ceramic planks. From 1BR to 3BR, we have ceramic tiles. So those are the unit deliverables. Pag sinabi natin typical residential features, these features are present to all types of units from studio to 3-bedroom. So now let me discuss. First and foremost, we have entrance panel door with viewer. So that's the usual peephole to every unit. And then next, we have the individual electric and water meter. So isang magandang feature din yan na hindi shared yung, yung whole tower sa kanilang electric and water meter. Then next, we have the fiber provision for fiber home triple play technology. Again, fiber is the latest and the fastest type of connectivity. And then we have provision for CATV lines. Then we have provision for telephone internet ready lines for 2 service providers. And then we have as well automatic heat and smoke detection for fire sprinkler system. And then, okay, as you can remember, we have a power substation to power everything sa township natin once magka-outage. But aside from that, we'll have as well a power generator per unit. So we have 1 lighting fixture in the living area, 1 power outlet for TV, 1 lighting fixture in the kitchen, and 1 power outlet for the refrigerator. And the next feature, we have here an audio intercom per unit. And then the last feature is the individual condominium certificate of title. So this feature, ito yung CCT natin. Yung type of ownership natin dito is perpetual or tinatawag natin na lifetime ownership. Sige. So next, I'll be discussing the building amenities. So we have 2 sets of amenities. Kaya hindi ko diniscuss kanina sa amenity deck na layout yung amenities since I have a separate page. So we have exterior and interior. Sige. So focus on the layout. So meron din tayong legends on the side para meron kayong reference. So this one, what I'm showing you here right now, is the second floor or the amenity deck. So, okay, let's start with the exterior amenities. The first exterior amenities is the outdoor play area for the kids. And then, next we have here the lap pool. And on the side, we have the kiddie pool. Beside the lap pool, we have here the outdoor jacuzzi. One of the unique feature of our tower. And then it is surrounded by the pool deck. Meron tayong pool deck. And then on the left side of the lap pool, we have the reading nook. It's an outdoor area for those who wants to read. And then on the left side of the reading nook, we have the putting green. For those of you who doesn't know what's a putting green, it's a mini golf course. So it's another unique feature of our tower. On the back portion of the putting green, we have another unique feature, which is the wall climbing area. Okay, next, inside the tower, we have the interior amenities. We have here, first and foremost, the mini oval and gym. Again, it's another unique feature. It's the first condominium tower here in Bacolod with a mini oval inside. And then, fronting the mini oval and gym, we have the function room. And then on the left side, we have the private dining area. Sige, yung private dining area natin will serve just like an extension of our clients' units. For example, if they don't want to use their unit as a party area or a meeting area, if they have a meeting, they can rent this one out. And on the right side of the function room, we have here the game room. Sige. Next, on the roof deck, we have two sets of amenities. We have the bar and the lunch deck. Sige, now I'm showing you here the artist perspective for the outdoor amenities natin. So we have here the wall climbing, the putting green, the private dining area. We have the mini oval and gym, and lastly, we have here the billiard and darts lounge, which is located on the game room. Next, I'll be discussing the ground floor feature. So this ground floor feature is located on the ground floor, obviously. And then ito po yung makikita natin once we get inside the tower. First and foremost, we have the residential lobby with reception counter and lunch area for our visitors. Then we have provision for Wi-Fi internet access at main lobby as well while they're waiting with their with the unit owners na binivisit nila. And then we have centralized mail room and retail spaces for bidding. Then here we have the building facilities and services. So typically our tower has 3 passenger elevators, but the other one out of the 3 it's for the service elevator. But pag hindi ginagamit, pwede rin gamitin ng mga passenger natin or ng mga unit owners. Then next, we have Security Command Center for 24-hour monitoring of all building facilities. So this Security Command will be monitored by the Bacolod and Manila Security. And then next, we have the audio phone communication system connecting reception security and reception or security counter to all units. So yun yung yung audio intercom natin sa typical residential feature. And then we have overhead tank and underground system for ample amount of water supply. And then we have fully addressable fire detection and fire sprinkler system for the common areas of our tower. So what are the common areas? We have the lobby, the main lobby, the hallway, the fire exit, which is the stairs on the sides, and the elevators. Those are the common areas. And then here, we have standby power generator for 100% backup power for common areas as well. So aside from having power generator on the unit, we'll have as well standby power generator for the common areas of the whole building. And then for the whole township, we'll have a power substation to power everything. So it's like anti-brownout yung whole township natin. And then next, we have the closed circuit CCTV monitoring at selected common areas. So yung possibly na selected common areas natin are the hallway, the fire exit, and the elevator. And then last feature is the annunciator panel at elevator lobbies. Yung annunciator panel, yun po yung makikita ninyo sa inside the elevator, yung pinipress ng mga operator. Sige. So lastly, the turnover date of the One Manhattan will be on May 31, 2024. So that's at least 4 years from now. So that ends our presentation. For those of you who wants to ask questions, please unmute your mic so that we can so that I can answer your questions.
Okay, guys, you might have some questions na you wanted to ask to Don. So you can just click the mic button and unmute the mic and feel free to ask.
Hi, Sir Don.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Ask po ako, sir, regarding for your parking area.
Yes po. What about it?
Magkano po yun, sir?
Sige, for the basement 1, it's 1.3 million. And for the basement 2, it's 1.2 million.
Okay. Thank you, sir. So, regarding sa mga agents, sir, pwede po ba kami maka-site trip dyan?
Yes. Yung for those agents na dito sa Bacolod, pwede tayong mag-scheduled site trip kasi hindi basta-basta makapasok inside eh.
Oo, yes.
Sige.
Sir.
Sige, let me add up sa aking presentation kasi I just realized na yes, I just realized na
Pulang sa kanang seminar. Sige, balik ana para familiar.
Hello. Can you mute your mic first? Sige. Hello. Just an additional sa presentation ko. Since you guys are new to our or newly accredited na realty, the usual service that we're having, kami ni Miss Danica on our end, on our division, is that we're very hands-on. So that what I mean here is that if you have an inquiry, let's say online man na inquiry, if ever you're not confident yet with your project knowledge sa project natin, pwede nyo kaming i-endorse to your client and make a group chat for gagawa kayo ng group chat for disclosure purposes, for transparency purposes, then kami na bahala mag-present sa inyong client and mag-close eventually. So yan yung usual namin na service. We're very hands-on. We're assisting every agent na kaya naming i-assist. Personal man yan or online. Pag online, automatically, let's create a group chat. Kami na bahala mag-present even to the computation. And then, even after sales, kami very hands-on kami. And then, don't worry, bawal kami mag-personal selling dito. Kaya yung clients niyo is very safe. All accredited na mga realties and brokers can testify to that. And then for the personal naman, if you have clients na pwede natin ma-pull in sa ating office, let's schedule na lang. Make sure to protect your clients kasi we have in-house agents eh. Those in-house agents can steal your clients since hindi sila under sa amin. But kung under sila sa inyo, since you guys are accredited on our division, I'm sure and I can really assure you na your clients are protected. So if meron kayong clients na gusto ninyong papresentahan, let's schedule an appointment na lang sa office para mas sigurado natin paglabas nila ng office na close na sila.
Okay po, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Sige.
Any more questions? No, that's a very good service for Megaworld. No, Don is doing an extra mile for the
Yes, sir.
clients as well. Very good. Thank you, Don. Thank you, Don.
Thank you so much, sir. Actually, my team and me and my team actually for the past 5 years actually, we're really hands-on kasi we don't want na yung feedback sa Megaworld kagaya din ng other developments kasi I've heard some of the developers na yun mayroong silang loophole. For example, an agent from realty wants their help, and then yung style ng other developers, I'm not gonna name them, but yung style is that, sige, can I have yung for example, sabihin ng mga coordinators nila, sige, can I have the name of your client? Can I contact your client without their disclosure? Walang without disclosure ba, sir? Na yung agent mismo can see their conversation. And then, yung mangyayari is that sasabihin ng coordinator na i-CCI lang namin with our accounting. Pero at the end pala, kinlose na ng coordinator under their name tapos wala nang update yung agent. Kawawa yung agent. Wala na silang sweldo. Sila pa yung naghihirap, naghahanap ng clients tapos kinukuha pa yung clients. So we don't want that on our name or on the name of Megaworld na feedback.
Yeah, very nice. Kailan kaya ka ma-assign ng Cebu?
Sige, sir. So for the Cebu, sir, since Cebu nauna sila eh. But different marketing yung Cebu, sir.
Oh, kaya nga.
We can coordinate. We can coordinate with them. If they have pre-selling, we can coordinate.
Kaya nga, actually, pabiro lang yun eh. Actually, you have good, I would like to commend that you have a better service than what we have here in our Mactan Newtown.
Yes, I'm not familiar with the agents of Mactan Newtown, but I'm really impressed with the development. Yun lang po.
Yeah. Maganda ang development dito, but unfortunately, siguro doon sa in charge na nag-handle. But anyway, that's good, no? I've been to Bacolod, guys. I've been to Bacolod. Bacolod is so nice. The roads are quite wide compared to what we have here in Cebu. I'm sorry to say that, but sa Bacolod kasi the city was well planned, no, well planned. So nilagay nila ang kung saan dapat ang mga new developments, and in order to really get rid of crowded streets. So napakaganda, at itong location ng Mega World is right at the heart of the new Bacolod city, because there's a new Bacolod city eh. The old city hall in Bacolod, which is now vacated kasi nag-transfer na ngayon sila sa new government center eh. So nag-iba na ang dynamics lahat. So Bacolod is really nice, and this is a good push for us. So any more question that you wanted to ask kay Don? Anyway, may group chat naman tayo just in case you're gonna be asking for price quotations. Sabi pa nga ni Don, he's very hands-on, so napakaganda ang ano yan, serbisyo, no? So any more question before we call it a day, no?
Humingi sana kami ng number kay Sir Don.
Number ni Sir Don, okay.
Sige, for the number, I'll be sending on the group chat lang. So make sure for those of you who are not on the group chat pa,
paki-add na lang.
Make sure to join para ma-add ko kayo. Makita niyo yung number namin ni Miss Danica.
Thank you po.
Sige po.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Ask ko lang po, yung sa Cagayan de Oro po ba, meron na po kayong Megaworld?
I think wala pang project sa Cagayan
wala pa
de
sa
Oro.
Cagayan de Oro. We have Megaworld project in Davao.
Sige po. Thank
Yes,
you.
we have the Davao Park District.
Yeah, Davao Park
Thank you po.
District. So
Sige po.
baka hindi posible magkaroon yan sa Cagayan de Oro, because ang Megaworld naman, the target ng Megaworld always is the key cities eh, na may ano siya doon, may development. Sa Iloilo, ang ganda ng Megaworld project sa Iloilo ha.
Yes, we have the Iloilo Business Park.
Yes, nandun yung convention center, napakaganda. So I was there.
For those who have visited Iloilo, if you're familiar with the old Iloilo, yung mga existing developments nila, I dare you, once, for example, you're in a taxi, if you want to visit Iloilo Business Park, while you're on the old Iloilo, just close your eyes, and then pag nandun na kayo sa Iloilo Business Park, pagmulat niyo ng mata niyo, magugulat kayo, parang nasa na kaya ako?
Parang nasa ibang bansa ka doon.
Yes, exactly. Yan yung nangyari sa akin eh.
Napakaganda. Very nice, no? We were there. Very nice. So nice the project.
Iloilo is actually a European theme, while the Upper East here is New York theme. So I believe
napakaganda.
Yes.
Any more question? Meron pa bang question dyan na you wanted to ask kay Sir Don?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, where we can find the pricing of the unit.
Sige. For the pricing of the unit, I'll be sending all the details on the group chat for your reference. So make sure to download it. Download a PDF viewer on your phone para ma-open ninyo. So for example, it's very useful if you have downloaded the presentation and the price list. If you have inquiry, you just open your presentation, screenshot a part of it. Make sure to familiarize the presentation, screenshot, send it to your client so that we can block the objection para mas malaki yung percentage natin to closing that inquiry.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Any more question?
Question.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Hello.
hello. Bakit ng travel incentive for the seller?
Can you repeat lang po? Medyo choppy kasi po yung yung mic niyo po.
Sorry, nasa luwas na. Sir, ask ko lang kung nag-offer kayo ng travel incentive for the seller.
Sige, for the travel incentive, sir, it's not really common sa Megaworld eh. Even to the incentive. Sometimes we're releasing some overnight stay to some of our hotel, but rarely lang nangyayari yun. Like, it happened last December, October to December na sellers, they won an award of an overnight stay on some selected hotels just like Boracay, New Coast, Richmond Hotel in Iloilo, and one hotel in Manila. So it's not common to Megaworld, sir.
Yeah. Megaworld, hindi nagbibigay masyado ng incentives yan.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. But okay, let me talk about the the releasing. Sige. The releasing on our part sa Megaworld is quite different on the releasing of the commission sa ibang developer. Kasi we have a lot of signatories to clear your releasing. Pero the releasing is that, for example, once your client has paid 5% of the total contract price, 50% of your commission will be released. But it will be released on your head broker. But medyo matatagalan lang yan in a few months kasi maraming signatory pa kasi. And then once 10% na yung paid sa total contract price ng yung client, 100% na yan.
The reason why I asked that, kasi dito sa Manila, sir, may mga ganun silang incentive. So, kaya ako tinatanong yun dahil yung Megaworld Manila, meron silang incentive na travel incentive for the seller.
Yes, sir, Megaworld Manila is a different marketing. So, talaga yan eh. Nagmamatter kasi kung sino nag-hold ng marketing. So, here, I believe, before, we are under Megaworld Manila, Marketing 7. But since we changed the management this last November 2019, we're now under the management of Iloilo and Boracay New Coast. So, iba na yung patakaran natin ngayon, sir. So let me I'll raise it up to our Vice President. Baka dito rin possible rin 'yan.
okay.
Kasi para pang motivate lang din sa mga seller.
Yes, sir. Yes, for sure. Incentive will always motivate the seller.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Any more questions? Sige. Okay. Now, if there's none, no, Sir Don, maraming salamat sa time, sir. And we really appreciate the time that you spent with us. And for the rest of those agents that are not yet in the group chat of Megaworld, please facilitate that they can be there so it would be more easy and more convenient for information and project update from time to time. So all information are channeled towards the group chat. It will be easy for you to navigate and grab some photos and any information in there. So thank you. Thank you guys for joining with us. See you tomorrow on our Chinkitan session. It's please don't be late. We start on time at 1:15. 1 p.m. I think 12:30 the Zoom room will be open, and in the morning we have our grand recruitment seminar. You don't need to worry. You can hakot everyone because we have upgraded our Zoom room just very recent. We are capable of serving 500 participants in one meeting alone. So based on the previous meetings we are overbooked. Hindi nakapasok yung iba. So this week, I think makapasok na yan sila lahat. Okay? So Sir Don, thank you very much. Thank you everyone. Stay safe.
Sir, thank you so much for having me.
Okay, and God bless you all.
God bless
Bye-bye.
you too. Bye-bye.